Hey everyone, John Allen here with Sports Tonight. I'm out here at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln for state championship basketball. Championship day, hardware being handed out at Pinnacle Bank Arena today. It got started bright and early at 9 a.m. Central Time with St. Pat's taking on Johnson Brock. MMA action about to get going right behind me. I bet you can probably see a little bit of the cage even over my shoulder here. We've got 14 fights on the card tonight for the St. Patty's Beatdown. MCF putting on the show here in North Platte. It is packed already. There's some empty tables behind me, but people are still rolling in here. Grandstands over to my left, absolutely full. Day one of the Buffalo Bill Rodeo, and I am here with Summer Kosel. She's a barrel racer, ranked number 13 in the world at this moment. And Summer, just kind of, first off, give us a little bit of an explanation on what barrel racing is for those who may not know. And don't worry, the action continues tomorrow here from Burke Stadium in Omaha. I'll be back out here to get more highlights for you, but for now we're going to send it back over to Kelsley in the studio.
After missing football and basketball season for Maxwell during the 2022-2023 school year due to a genetic knee issue, Easton Jones was ready to return to the Diamond and make his presence known during the high school baseball season, until he was sidelined once again.
This spring I was playing with Maxwell St. Pat's baseball, and I went to throw the ball and it buckled and I got another knee injury.
Now sidelined for the rest of baseball season once again, doctors found signs of osteochondritis dissecans, the same genetic disorder found in Jones' other knee.
It's really rare. Only about 200,000 people have this in the world. And then same on this right knee, but it's a little bit of meniscus too. Same surgeries on both knees. They went in and removed a lot of things, and then they are waiting on a bone graft that I have to get here.
As Legion baseball season began and Jones found himself on the mend once again, he has found a way to grow himself in the game despite not playing.
Easton Jones has showed up every day doing charts in the dugout, talking to the guys about their swings, about their tendencies. So even though he hasn't been able to play this year, he's definitely helped the team out.
Even though the injuries take a mental toll on Jones, he takes solace in knowing that his teammates always have his back.
It's been really tough mentally, but you know, I just have to keep thinking to myself, everything happens for a reason and we're gonna get through everything. I just really try to stay positive and keep my head up and always think that everything could be worse. These teammates of mine, they're really like brothers to me. I mean, everything we go through as a team, it's just hard to put into words. I mean, they're by my side. When they're by my side, I know I can do anything and I can stay positive.
And for his hard work through the season, Coach Holm wanted to reward Jones with some time on the diamond.
I told him, I was like, hey, like if you want to get in the game, either hitting or pitching, I was like, I'm going to get you in there, you know, just to kind of say thank you for everything that he had done for the team.
And Jones got his moment on July 10th against Ogallala.
That was something else, that's for sure. I got my lone AB just for riding with the guys for the whole year, so Coach kind of gave it as like a thank you. And then I got in the box, seen 2 fastballs, and then I knew I was going to get another one, and I just took advantage of it. That was one of the moments I'll never forget in my life.
You watch Caden Jonasson is in the on-deck circle, and he bat flips, and he's jumping around like a 10-year-old kid, and you just see everybody was just so excited for him. Because they all know how much he's meant to the team this year, the last 2 years, and how tough it is to come around and not be able to help your team on the field. I'm not a very emotional guy when it comes to crying or anything like that, but that was a day where I was good that I had shades on, because there might have been a tear or 2 that came out.
May Siegel continues to be a leader for the St. Pat's track team and a person who teammates can rely on for help when needed.
If you know May, you know that she's a very gentle, kind soul. I think she leads by example, especially in the weight room. There was one day where she was doing her lifts and these underclassmen, these freshman girls kind of needed help, guidance in the weight room, and she stopped exactly what she was doing and went over to help those girls, and so that really tells you a lot about who she is.
And when it comes to being out on meet day, Crick says that Siegel is the type of person he wants representing the team.
May is exactly what we're looking for in our program. She's a leader by example. She works really, really hard, and it shows on the track and on the field. It's no mistake that she's been able to accomplish what she's been accomplishing this year.
Siegel has plenty of accomplishments so far in 2023, including shaving more than a second off of her 100 and 200 meter personal bests.
I didn't think I'd be focusing on them as much this year, but it's been a blast. Just a lot of training and dedication in the off season. I mean, I have goals for myself, and if I want to reach those goals, I just got to work hard, and that's exactly what I did this off season.
While she continues to work hard, Siegel says that she just tries to enjoy the season.
Honestly, I haven't had many goals for myself. I just really wanted to enjoy my senior year and just have fun and leave my mark on this program and this team. So it's just been really fun, just a lot of good experiences, and I've broken 3 records so far, going for 4, so hopefully we can get there too.
As for after high school, Siegel recently signed to become a Division I athlete.
I'm going to the University of South Dakota next year in Vermillion. I'm just super excited. It took a lot of time to make my decision, but by God's grace, I figured out that that's where I'm going, and I'm super excited.
I'm May Siegel, and I have what it takes to be a Friday night sports hero.
Hey everyone, welcome to Sports on your Tuesday evening. And as the Big Red continue to move towards the August 31st opener, the team tries to develop their identity during fall camp. And the Big Red will look to embrace the run game in 2023 as head coach Matt Rule knows that to establish the run game, you need to win the trench fight. And he is confident that O-line coach Donovan Raiola will do just that with this group of players.
You know, I think most of our young people these days are dying from the disease of low expectations. We make excuses for young people. Young people will rise and meet expectations if you hold them to that. And no one on our staff does it better than Donnie. He has these expectations from the way they report to practice to the way they practice. So he's kind of the O-line coach I've been waiting for. I love working with him.
Moving over to the Diamond now, as Nebraska's Little League representative took the field once again on Tuesday, looking to advance at the Midwest Regional. But the Kearney Little League's run comes to a close on Tuesday following their dropped game in an elimination game to Iowa 9-3. They finished their run at the tournament with a 2-2 record as Iowa advances to take on the loser of tomorrow's North Dakota and South Dakota game on Thursday. And now we move on to more of our pigskin previews, and after years of competition at the 11-man level, St. Pat's dropped down to the 8-man game in 2022. After a great first year at that level, the team is ready to push for a title in 2023.
The St. Pat's Irish are coming off of a great first season at the 8-man level, an undefeated regular season, and an appearance in the state semifinals. Now, after working out the difficulties of transitioning from 11-man to 8-man, the Irish are ready for 2023.
I feel like we can just really build upon last season and getting used to 8-man, that we have a stepping block from last year to this year, so that'll be nice.
I feel like we really adapted well last year. I felt like it would be more of a change, but it really wasn't that big of a change. And now, since we've already been at it for a year, I think we'll be more prepared.
The schedule for 2023 sees the Irish staying in the West Central region for the majority of their games. In fact, the road trip to Kimball is the only trip further than 100 miles away from North Platte. But Roberts feels that their schedule prepares them to play anyone in the state.
From us being from the West, there still are quite a few good teams from here, especially from just around this area. There's just some good teams in our regular season. So
St. Pat's season kicks off on August 18th when they host Bridgeport. And despite starting a week earlier than most teams, the Irish are ready after a good summer of workouts in the weight room.
Yeah, we have this kind of sense of urgency during practice because we know we start early, but I feel like we'll be prepared.
The weight room was a big part this year. A big part of being successful in football is going to the weight room, and our guys have done a really good job of that this summer.
And as mentioned, the Irish start their season at home, taking on Bridgeport. That one will kick off on August 18th, and we will be there for the coverage, as well as all the other high school sports in the area, as we are just less than 2 weeks away, Kent. St. Pat's looking to make that next step.
Yeah, always filled a strong team. So
absolutely. Even when they were fielding 11-man teams, they were always in the playoffs.
Absolutely they were. All right, thanks so much, John. We'll be right back.